y'all. It's another day, a restful day that God made me take because I was supposed to be at work right now at the salon taking care of clients. But I hadn't vlogged all week. It's now Sunday. It's the 30th of September, I believe. And the 29th. This is the 29th. And I hadn't vlogged all week last week because I was tired. I was fatigued. I wasn't feeling well. Drew had gotten sick. I think I had caught some of his germs. Then I felt better. And then all of a sudden, like, my lungs just said no. Like, no. I don't feel like working properly. I'm going to shut down a little bit. And of course, I'm going to push through. I'm going to try to push through as much as I can. And my nephew's father's memorial service was yesterday. And let's take some steps back. I started feeling sick, I think Tuesday, or Drew started feeling sick Monday or Tuesday. Yes, he started feeling sick on Tuesday because I was supposed to go to the gym with my best friend on Tuesday. And instead of going to the gym, I came home to take care of him. So once I got home, I took care of him, and then I had a meeting with the Kingdom Cove, my niece's ministry. And then I, did my normal getting ready to go to work the next day, which was Wednesday, went to work. Everything was okay. And then Thursday morning when I woke up, I was like, hold on, something's not feeling right. What's going on? So I started doing my normal, herbal remedies, my garlic, my this and my that. And I felt a little bit better Friday morning, but my breathing was very much still not catching up to my healing, like me healing. So I started getting congested, definitely started coughing up some phlegm, but the pain in my chest and the breathing was like absolutely declining. Friday, I get up. I felt a little better because, again, I'm still taking my herbal remedies. I was doing the mullein. Like I told you guys, I went and picked up the mullein a couple of weeks ago with my sisters. And I actually smoked it this time. Like, I rolled it up like I was rolling marijuana. No marijuana was in it, I promise you guys. And I rolled it up, I smoked it, and I felt better. I think this was Thursday night that I did that. So when I woke up on Friday, I was like, okay, good. Like, the mucus was coming out. Like, I felt relieved. I felt the weight off my chest was lightening up. But then I just started, like, throughout the day, I'm taking my inhaler, like, every 5 minutes. It feels like I'm just taking my inhaler, my fast-acting inhaler at that. And, I was back and forth from between this house and my friend's house in D.C. So when I'm here, I was taking my machine, my Butyrol machine, but I didn't take the machine with me. I'm still going to sleep. I went to sleep late all those nights. Like, I wasn't getting enough rest. I probably wasn't drinking enough water. Was not hydrated enough. I'm telling on myself because I'm really big on taking care of myself and being on top of things. But last week was a super busy week, and I was just like back-to-back busy, hair, work, real estate, all the things. And I just wasn't hitting the marks. Like, I wasn't doing what I need to do. As y'all can hear, I'm like clearing up right now. So Friday, I go to my job, I go to my full-time, and then I had a client. But I was just starting to feel weaker and like this, not feeling like I was getting better. But I got to push through. I got to put in my head, I got to push through. Go to my full-time. I'm not really doing anything, so I'm sitting down most of the day. But every time I would get up and walk, it was like a weight on my chest. So I'm taking my inhaler. I leave my full-time because I had a client at the salon, and I wanted to cancel her so bad because I just started to feel bad. Then it was rainy. Like, it was rainy all last week. It's still kind of gloomy. Excuse me. Still kind of gloomy outside right now, and it's very humid. So between the humidity, the rain, because on Friday I had to go to one office and then go to the second office, so I wasn't consistently inside. But then when I was inside, leaving the humidity and then going back into the AC, it was like, okay, this is a lot. And my lungs was telling me this is a lot. So To make a long story short, because I'm just telling y'all my whole situation. To make a long story short, Friday I get to the salon. My client's like, "Yo, you good?" 'Cause she can see it in my face. Like, I was not looking good. I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm just like my asthma's bothering me. I had caught some germs from Drew, and it's just not. I'm not bouncing back. Excuse me. I just took my treatment, so it's making me sleepy. And so I got through her hair, drove to Baltimore because I was getting up. Me and Drew was getting up to go to the memorial service yesterday morning. And he was like, "Are you going to make it?" I was like, "I got to go. Like, I have to go to this memorial service. Like, I can't miss it. Like, at all. I can't miss it." But moving so slow. So I had to get up yesterday morning. I took a treatment before I got in the shower. Then I got in the shower. That was a struggle. Like, my shoulders were like up here because I just feel like I could not breathe. Get out the shower. I'm lotioning up. I got to go sit down. I got to take more to treatment. I'm getting dressed. Like, slowly but surely, I'm getting dressed. I get out the house. And I'm sitting down in the car. I feel a little bit better. I take my inhaler. I got all my stuff. Get to Memorial. We parked pretty close to the front of the church. Well, the school. Because they had the memorial at the school that he coached in, Bullis in Potomac, Maryland. And so we're walking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just don't know. Like, I just couldn't, like, me walking was just, it was painful in the chest and in my back. And I just really thought that I was not able to breathe. So I look over to Andrew, and we finally get into the school, and find my sister, find my nephew. I sit down immediately. And I look over to Andrew, I said, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. I don't think that I can go another day without going to the hospital. And I was like, oh my God, I got clients. I'm always worried about my clients, and I'm always worried about taking off of work. But I'm like, yo, I gotta go to the hospital. So the memorial service didn't take long. They kind of kept it really short and sweet. I'm crying my eyeballs out, so crying really didn't help the tension in my chest. So I'm trying to stick around and like see people that I haven't seen in a while. Like, I saw my cousin Stephanie and my cousin Connie. I haven't seen them in forever, so I wanted to stick around. Of course, I wanted to see my nephew. My grandmother was there. My stepfather was there. And so many other people that I haven't seen in God knows how long. I know they were there, but the more and more I stood there, I'm like, yeah, we got to go. So I kissed the people that I saw, and I was like, yo, and everybody knows that I have really, really bad asthma, so everybody was like, yeah, you need to go to the hospital because you look like you can't breathe. Like, you look like you're struggling. So they were understanding and understood that she got to go. We walked back to the car. Drew was like, if you got to get in my back, get in my back. I was like, nah, I think I can make it. And the car just kept getting more intense. And we were going to go to a hospital near the school, which was in Montgomery County. But I'm like, nah, I want to be close to home. Like, if we're going to do this, let me be close to home. Because when we leave, I want to be able to get home in like no time and get into bed. So we're in the car. Bad choice again. Luckily, I could tell, like, when my asthma is really, really about to take me out. And I know I shouldn't play with it like this because it could flip on you that fast and you could lose your oxygen, your consciousness, all that good stuff. So I should not play like this. I'm not a doctor, but I have been living with this for all of my life. And again, I'm almost 40, so I kind of know when it's like, you know what I'm trying to say? So I was like, just get me to the hospital I went to last time. I remember I passed out in June right before we went to Curacao, and my asthma was acting up then. So I was like, just take me to the hospital that we went to last time. It was rainy still, people driving crazy, it was traffic, so it took way longer than expected. So it took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get to the hospital. That's closer to our house in Baltimore. So get to the hospital. It's raining and there was no parking close. So Drew was like, I'm gonna let you out right here and you just walk in. And I was like, oh God. And I got nervous. I don't like to like walk by myself when I'm feeling like that. But literally I'm walking into the hospital. So if anything happens, right? They're nurses and triage, all that good stuff. So I walk in. Immediately the girl at the front desk, she was like, let me get you a wheelchair. She got me a wheelchair. She looked me up in the system because I was just there in June. So all of my information popped up. And they pretty much got me right in the back. They got me hooked up. My oxygen was pretty good, which was surprising to me. But they definitely did listen to my lungs and like, oh yeah, you were really, really wheezy. So they gave me some prednisone right away. 3 pills, three pills of prednisone. And then they hooked me up to a machine and gave me their industrial, I call it the industrial, albuterol, or it's a butyrol and something else in the actual liquid that they give me at the hospital. And that's why I kind of wanted to go to the hospital, because I could have came home and just got back on my machine. But I don't have the same drugs they got at the hospital. So they gave me the albuterol from the hospital. And pretty much immediately after that, I felt better. Still got some, tightness in the chest, but I felt a lot better. And because I kept complaining about chest pain, like right here in my chest, they were like, well, let's do an EKG. Let's do a chest x-ray. Let's make sure you don't have the flu or COVID, all that good stuff. Let's rule all of that out the way. I don't have the COVID. I don't have RSV, whatever it's called. Don't have the flu. My lungs, they came back clear of no pneumonia, no issues there. Everything came back clear. Just had some congestion in the chest, which could cause constriction in the airways, of course. And that was it. So God be the glory. It's nothing more than just a little congestion, a little bit of, a little restrictive airways. So they told me to sit my behind down today, which is what I'm doing. I got me little doctor's notes. I can go back to work tomorrow according to this, but we're going to see how I feel in the morning. I may end up doing like a half a day. And I do have a client tomorrow evening. I'm just going to see how I feel. If I have to reschedule her, I just have to reschedule her. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to reach out to some of my clients tomorrow and try to reschedule them in the evenings of this week. And hopefully I can get everybody in so we're not waiting another 2 weeks, because I'm not going to squeeze anybody in on any of the days that are coming up. Unfortunately, I do need to start dumbing down and not trying to do too much, you know what I'm saying? Because on days where I'm like, oh, I'm slow today, I don't have nothing else better to do. Let me try to fill an appointment, or let me fill my time with something, which I don't need to do. I absolutely don't need to do that. Like yesterday, even though I wasn't feeling good, it felt good to just come home, sit in the bed, color. You guys saw me coloring yesterday. I was watching YouTube, which is what I'm doing as well now. I did get it this morning, make us breakfast, as you guys saw, my brief little clips of me cooking this morning. But other than that, like, I have nothing that I really need to do. While I was in the hospital, which was crazy, I was going back and forth with my client in text message in reference to her earnest money deposit, because it's due today. And I didn't want us to be in breach of contract. So I'm like going back and forth with her, my mentor. I'm going back and forth with her, all while I'm trying to breathe, get down the highway. I'm crying. I'm upset. It was too much going on yesterday. So I'm going to absolutely take this time today to rest and regroup. And I might do some creative things. But other than that, no. I still got all my arm tagged. They had to get blood, and my veins are disgusting. They're not disgusting. They're very, very small, and I probably was a little dehydrated yesterday because I wasn't drinking as much as I normally would, because I didn't want to get up and down to go to the bathroom. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And then we was on the road, and then, all the things were going on yesterday. So they had to do an intravenous. Is that how you can say it? I'm probably wrong. I'm not even going to try to say the technical word. But they had to use pretty much like a little sonogram type machine to put on my arm so they could see my little baby veins to get my IV in yesterday. After poking me 2 times trying to find my veins, and they couldn't find them. So they had to get this specialist to come in and get my vein. And she got it so easily with the little thing. So I'm going to request that moving forward. Like, y'all been poking me for no daggone reason multiple times, when y'all can get the little IV thing in with the sonogram thing, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, child. But yeah, so yesterday was very eventful. Drew got me some tacos yesterday after we left. He's an amazing man when I'm sick. He gets up, y'all. He got on my nerves. He was fighting yesterday morning too, fighting. And I'm like, look, I ain't got the patience for you right now. I don't. But yeah, I'm in the house chilling today, y'all. And yeah, I just finished my treatment. He's dropping off my prescriptions, because I have to take prednisone for 5 days, I think. Like a tapered amount, like you take 3 today, 3 tomorrow, 2 the next day, 2, 1, 1, or whatever like that. So he went to drop that off for me. We're going to get an air purifier for the house and something else I think he's getting from Target. I can't remember what it is, but I'm gonna sit here and chew. I do have a video that's like a week or so old that I need to finish editing and drop, and I'm probably gonna just drop this particular video by itself. And then later on this week, I'll probably pick the camera back up to vlog. I really don't have anything much going on this week, obviously, now that I'm at home on bed rest. And even when I do go back to work, I'm probably going to just be at work and then come home. My client's getting her home inspection on Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, maybe up until Thursday, it's going to be pretty quiet with the transaction because all of the contingencies would have been met. Outside of the financing contingency, which is not until the 21st day of the contract. So we have a couple of days of quiet when it comes to that, but we are getting closer and closer to closing table, which I'm happy about. I think our closing is on the 29th. It hopefully won't be delayed. She's doing a pathway to purchase program in the Maryland area, in the Maryland area, in PG County specific. So they have their particular rules and regulations and requirements for that program. It's a very good program, but you have to go through a lot to get the money. They give you a nice chunk too, but they make you work for it, okay? And she's working for it. So I don't really have much going on. So again, I probably won't have much to vlog this week until later on, maybe this week. So just wanted to check in with you guys, keep you guys up to date on what is going on in Amanda B's world. If you love me, pray for me, please. And make sure you enter to win my quarterly giveaway. I have not set a date, but we're going to set it very soon because we're hitting October on Tuesday. So I have to set a date on when the giveaway is. I was thinking closer to the holidays. Okay, I was thinking closer to the holidays. And yeah. So stay tuned. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed already and you're just here visiting, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you are up to date on when I drop a new video. And welcome to the family. And I love to get to know you. So make sure you guys drop your comments, your questions, and all those good things. And definitely if you are a praying man or woman of God, please send some love upstairs to our Heavenly Father for my recovery and healing over my lungs. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in another video.